Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy TJ, and I'm alongside my good friend, go back a long time, James the Great. What's going on, James?
What's happening, man?
Man, it's been a long time since we done linked up, man, for real.
I, I know it, man. I sure miss them days. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Man, I definitely miss those days, man. Those are some of the best times of my life, man. Just recording Real
Yep.
Talk, No BS on Spreaker, and man, I really enjoy those days, man. I wish we can go back to that, man. 2013, you know what I'm saying? Just chilling, you know what I'm saying? Putting up great content. Really enjoy those times.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I wanted to get your perspective on something. I was having a conversation with my fiance, man, and you know how it is, man, when you're talking about bills and stuff like that, and something crossed my mind, man. I thought about this. A lot of people, I talk to, they say that they don't really too much agree with this, but I'm just gonna ask you about it. Um, Relationships being 50-50 when it comes to the bills, okay? I'm asking this question because you got so many people out here that I don't know if they feel this way or not, but in my opinion, I think that bills should be 50-50. I feel like a relationship should be 50-50 in every aspect. And I want to know, what do you think about that? Should everything be 50-50 in a relationship?
Well, okay. There's two ways you can look at that. One is, and I ain't trying to bring church in it, but
Mm-hmm.
you need church. You need church in it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course.
One is if you following God. Okay.
Right,
Not just the husband that's head of the household, but her as well.
right.
Okay. If you doing that, then, and this is from people I talked to who's been married, who got 15, 20 plus years
Right.
married.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. If both of you all on that page, following God, then yes, it's gonna be 50-50 because you can't predict the future. You don't know who's gonna go down and who got to step up.
Right, right.
See what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now, that's versus what's going on with these modern women.
Yeah.
And all of these new age want, now, I don't care about this. I want somebody to take care of me, or we get married. The Bible says you in the household, so you got to pay everything. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Right. So, okay, I might go out and break my leg or something, be down 6 months. Somebody got to step up.
That's true.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with
I
that.
mean,
I agree with that.
the vows say for better or for worse.
That's it.
That was one of them worst times. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Yeah, I mean,
So
I
you
agree.
got to pick up.
Yeah, I mean, I definitely agree. Like you said, for better or for worse. But let's look at it from, because we probably have a lot of people that listen to this show. I mean, everybody not married. Let's just call it what it is. They probably living
Right.
together and stuff like that, and they probably been in a relationship probably just as long as somebody that's actually been married. But so I look at it like this. This is my perspective, okay? I feel like it should be 50-50, okay? If you want me to take your opinion about everything else, then we need to be splitting these things down the middle, okay? Because I feel like that brings on the wedge in relationships when somebody feel like they're giving more than another other person. I feel like that's where the problems actually come in, because they don't feel like they have to listen to that person, because like, why would they? They feel like you're giving them unlimited power. I mean, because I'm paying everything like this, so why should I listen to you? So you feel like, would that
Right.
bring down, I guess, the confusion if both parties paid 50-50?
Huh.
I mean, because you got to think about it, man. Like, a
Right.
lot of problems happen in a relationship because the person that's the supposed quote unquote breadwinner is making a lot of money. And when, no, I don't want to say making a lot of money, but paying most of the bills. And it brings on a level of arrogance. Like, man, look, I'm running the show around here. Look, this ain't yours, this is mine. If I want to, I can throw
Right.
you out. So what do you think that if everybody just paid right down the middle with it in the confusion that happens in so many relationships?
Right. I think it should be that way.
Mhm.
Here's what I think the do, and I've been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
We should split. Whatever the rent is. Okay.
Right.
Let's say your rent is $400. You get two, I get two.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. We got that.
Right.
Then we split other stuff like your water bill ain't never gonna be expensive.
No.
Then you got other stuff like internet,
Mm-hmm.
cable, stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, that's cool. That's fine with me. I don't have a problem with it.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, you got these new women. You the man. The rent $800. You need to pay the $800. Man, cool. Okay. If you got it, do it. But I had my homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't trying to put his business out. Eric. He was married.
Mm-hmm.
Him and his wife came over with the thing. He paid the rent. She paid everything else.
Right.
That's how they worked it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? He figured, well, hey, I paid the biggest bill in the house.
Yeah.
So why can't you take care of the others, like lights, water, internet, cable, and all that?
I got you.
So that's how they work that out. But I told him, I said, well, every woman ain't like what you have. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I feel like I feel like everybody isn't like that. I do agree with that, man. Everybody's not like that.
Right.
But
then you got the other women who, they only worrying about what their vehicle look like, getting their hair and nails done every week, or buying clothes, going shopping every 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And I was talking to this guy in the barbershop, and he said that he had to stop doing some stuff for his wife.
Yeah.
Because she wasn't appreciated. He said he was doing little stuff like checking the fluids on her in her car and taking it to get them washed. But he had to stop all that when his car went down, and he asked to drive hers. She told him no.
Oh.
I said, oh man, that had to hurt. I mean, wow, wow. So then when he stopped doing that little stuff, she wants to throw an argument.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
I mean, why? I can't do my spouse like that, okay?
Yeah, you shouldn't. You shouldn't, man.
Right. If you stand up and take them vows with me, for better or worse, and say I do before God, and if I come to you, because the Bible said once you get married, your parents will know you have to cling to your spouse, not your parents.
Right.
Okay, and I'm supposed to come to you for some help, and you shoot me down like that. Okay, what am I supposed to think after that? That's
the truth. But a lot of them, a lot of relationships, like I said, they face these issues, but they really don't know how to handle them, and I just feel like, when you're in a relationship, you got to stop thinking about yourself all the time. You got to think about the greater good, okay? You can't think about how this make me feel. I mean, it's good to think like that sometimes, but when it comes to the greater good, I feel like you need to, take that in consideration. I feel like if people were to do that more, then they wouldn't feel as bad, and I just do feel like, bills have to be paid. I mean, honestly, that's just the truth. You can't look at it like, man, right, if I ain't pay this bill, then I have this extra little bit of money in my pocket. I have this extra bit of change. Can't think like that, man, because in a relationship, your money is no longer yours. Like even if you're working on a job, it's still not your money. That's right, the money for the household. You're bringing the money home for your family. And I feel like when you start thinking like that, you're thinking very selfishly. And I feel like people like that, if you're thinking like that, I feel like you need to be by yourself.